Hello, my name's Simon. 4 weeks and 5 days ago, I quit smoking weed. Now, to some of you that might be like, wow, big deal, so what? But to me, it's been a bit of a mental period. Pretty much every withdrawal symptom you could get, or effect, I've had it. So I thought I'd compile a little video for anyone who's thinking about doing it, and you experience the same things that I have. So just give you a little bit of background. First started smoking weed when I was 21. Whoa. That was 25 years ago. So it's been quite a long time. I started off with hash and then got onto the stronger stuff. And then over the last year, it just became incredibly chronic. Well, it was chronic anyway, it was every day. The tolerance level was peaked and it didn't really have any effect. It got boring. And another one of the main factors was health reasons. Just you could feel it more, especially climbing stairs. But that's not the point. The point is, I just want to talk about what I've been through over the last 4 weeks and 5 days. And to anyone else who's thinking about doing it, do not give up, but be aware it could be a rough ride for you. It has been for you, it still is. It's still difficult on a daily basis, but it's getting easier, for sure. Might have to cut that out, or just leave it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's the little introduction. Smoking for 25 years, and I'm 4 weeks, 5 days into non-smoking. I've done it before, but I was carried on smoking fags, and that was kind of cheating. Now it's nothing. So my brain just went into hibernation. Any rational thought kind of went out the window. There we go. So I'll get into more detail about what I was experiencing week by week, even though it's only been 4 weeks. Seems like a lot longer. And I thought I'd record it while I'm out, because this is one of the therapeutic methods that I'm using. It was kind of meditation, being out in the open, sweating, exercising. Okay, so let's get into a bit more detail. Okay, so I think to give you a better idea of how much I was smoking, it's probably between 10 and 15 joints a day. As soon as I wake up, 7:30, I'll have my first joint, and then all the way through till I went to bed. So depending if it was a long day, it didn't really matter. You smoke them like cigarettes. Probably smoking about 15 to 20 gram a week. So not only that, but all the money that it costs, all the money you waste on it at the time, it's all right. But now I'd rather have spent it on something else. But there we go. Still not the point. The point is, I want to try give reassurance to anyone who might watch this video who's thinking about quitting smoking weed for whatever reason. Whether you're a daily user, just a weekend, a social smoker, this is what you could possibly go through. I can only tell you what I've been through, but I'm sure some people are going to go through the same shit. So, where the fuck am I? So there we go. I think that's the main stuff. So now into the details. Okay, so I lied a little bit. One more thing is I'm doing it so 90% willpower. I say 90% because sometimes I have one of those chewing gums, and when we're out, I feel the rage coming on. They do actually work. I mean, I only chew it a few times and then get rid of it, but it does work. And also I've used one of those little vaporizers. This thing, it was my missus used it when she quit cigarettes. So yeah, most of it is willpower, determination. As I like to say, Uncle Percy, perseverance is in my bag, Uncle Percy. So you've got to want to do it. You know, you really got to want to do it. You can't be half-hearted. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But if you're going to do it, you've got to be into it, determined to stop. Whether it's just for a short period or you want to stop for good. For me, I wouldn't have been able to do it because I know myself. If I didn't want to, and I want to. Okay, Uncle Percy, I carry him around. Perseverance. Okay, so let's get into the okey pokey. Alrighty, so week one, my first day was a Thursday, so I do actually think it plays an important part, because your habits, it's like a Saturday night, well, good luck. So I think we're lucky that I started on a Thursday. But the first night, it took a while to get to sleep, but that was just the beginning. You know, after that, day 2, 3, and 4, found it difficult to get to sleep, so I'd just read in bed. It sounds a bit old-fashioned, but it did actually work. It helped me get to sleep. So I think the first week for me was breaking the habit. You know, trying to avoid that habit that you used to have when you were smoking. You know, like being inside. Try and be somewhere else if you can, or do something else. You know, I think that's the most important thing in the first week. It's like the first 2 weeks, it's about kicking the habit. You know, having that Saturday night joint, Friday night joint. Ooh, yeah, nice food, bit of wine, joint. Oh, heaven. So it was just about trying to crack that Uncle Percy in the bag. For me, I went to bed early. And read. It was the only thing I could think of doing, because I knew if I stayed up, I'd either start drinking or want a spliff. I didn't really want to do any of that. I didn't want to replace smoking weed with drinking, so that'd just be pointless. So yeah, the first 2 nights found it difficult to get to sleep, and also the habit for the first week. Try and change your habit, even if it means going to bed early and reading, man. You know, for 2 weeks, it's not uncool. If you want to quit smoking, this really helped me. Keeping busy, doing little odd jobs around the house, breaking that cycle of when you'd want to join, going to bed early. And it's shit and it feels boring and you just want to join, but like I said, if you're determined to do it, you've got to do these things. For me anyway, this is what helped me. So for the first week I experienced insomnia. I'd wake up 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, just wide awake and couldn't get back to sleep. I mean, this is still going on, but it's not as bad. It's not as early as 3 now. Vivid dreams. Dreams just came back. Like anything you thought of before you went to bed, you dream about it, which is quite nice. I dreamt mostly about smoking weed. And sweating. Put a towel under your bed sheet, seriously. Like, piss wet through in the morning and stinks as well. And that, no joke, for me, that went on for 4 weeks. 4 weeks of waking up, sweating, stinking. 4 o'clock in the morning, remembering what I dreamt about. So yeah, I'm jumping ahead there, but yeah, first week, try and crack that habit. Go to bed early, read a book, keep busy, do odd jobs around the house that you've been meaning to do for ages. Because for me, I had loads more energy. Loads more. You know, instead of, I need to do this, but first I need to smoke 10 joints. You know, that's gone. I need to do this, well, I'll do it now. You know, like any normal person would who doesn't smoke weed every 10 minutes of the day. So for me, I had to crack the routine of the time of day when I'd have a smoke, which was quite often. You know, first thing in the morning was the most difficult because it always felt the best. But it's obviously the worst because it just sets you off for a slow day. Get up, I don't know, cook a breakfast, Hoover, tidy some drawers, doesn't matter. Just get past it. Have a go on a vape or chewing gum, anything just to break. Focus on that first joint, crack that one. As soon as you've cracked that, work on your last joint, and then you'll find that after 2 weeks, you still want to smoke, but there's no particular time of the day that you want to smoke, like after a meal, before bed, or while you're watching TV, a movie, you know, in the bath, if you're that lucky. That for me is what I had to do, crack those daily habits, the times that I wanted to join. And it's the most difficult. It's the most difficult. And then you've got the night sweats, the vivid dreams, really crazy dreams, and the increase in energy. You know, you have the motivation to do shit rather than, oh, I'll do it after a split. That's what I was doing. Oh, I need to do this. I think I'm repeating myself. But yeah, that's week 1. And it's a long week, a long week. Because you're tired, you're bored, you're going to bed like at 9 o'clock reading a book. You know, all your mates are still smoking. It's not about them, it's about what you want. I'll tell you, once you start and you tell your mates who've been smoking just as long, they're like, oh, I should really quit. You know, you've done it. If you need to buy a book, buy a book. Doesn't matter. I didn't buy a book. Just wanted to do it. Determination. Fucking Uncle Percy. Perseverance. So that's it. Week 1. Insomnia. Vivid dreams. Wet the bed. You wet the bed so much. The routine of wanting that morning joint. You've got to break it. It doesn't matter if you're going to think about it all the time. Oh, I really want that morning joint. It doesn't matter. Well, I think what I found, drinking coffee late in the evening was not a good idea. You know, apparently when you smoke marijuana, it reduces the effect of caffeine. But when you stop smoking marijuana, yeah, you get the full effect. And you're like that, twiddling your thumbs. You're going to wake up early. I don't know if you sleep in the same bed as someone, get something ready, sneak out of bed, go in the living room, get your laptop out, do some work, or go for a walk, whatever you can do. I didn't stay in bed. There was no point. I'd just piss off my girlfriend. You know, wriggling about. Try this side, that side, no. Count sheep, no, nothing. Nothing. Just wide awake. It didn't make any sense. But, you know, all those years of smoking, your brain getting used to it, and then all of a sudden gone. Should have slowed down, really. It's probably a good piece of advice. Reduce before you stop. Don't just stop. You know, I don't really remember my last joint. It's insignificant now. You know, I thought, oh yeah, but my last joint, savor every moment of this. Don't remember it. It was probably shit. It was shit, you know. So there we go, well, that's pretty much week 1 and week 2 bang on. Well, I've almost nailed it actually, all weeks. I don't really need to do a week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. The first 2 weeks are the most difficult because you're cracking that habit. 2 weeks to start a habit, 2 weeks to break a habit. It's true for me. Sorry, this is all about what I experienced. Might be different for you. You know, you might not experience any of this. Then there's no point in really watching. This is for people that are going to do it. Well, you won't know actually, because if you've not started, so just watch it anyway. It might be you. Recording. So yeah, first week, the vicious cycle, the habit. Go to bed early. You don't sleep a lot. Or go to bed late, whatever. You still won't sleep a lot. I didn't sleep a lot. Vivid dreams and bedwetting. Towel under the bed. I think get a new hobby. And for me, I think over the 4 weeks and 5 days, the hardest part has been psychologically. The anger, the sense of isolation that no one understands, because I've not found anyone or spoke to anyone who's gone, oh yeah mate, it's really hard. So, oh yeah, you quit smoking. I'm like, fuck off, you know, just that immediate reaction. So you're gonna have to think of ways to also control your rage, because you can't go around calling people twats. You know, it doesn't really work. I saying that, I'm doing that now. I'm in sort of purposely provoking people I know. You know, lots of bad words. It feels good in some way, but I know it's wrong. I should just ignore everything, but you can't. You just want to lash out, and it's wrong. It's all part of the withdrawal. And the isolation as well in your mind, you want to build up a wall, lock people out. I don't want to see anyone, you know, anyone outside of my girlfriend, my kid. Just, I don't really want to see them. I don't want to speak to them. That's been the hardest part, and that's what's still going on today. So yeah, we'll fuck the week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 things. I'll just give you the whole lot now. So overall, I'll give you kind of like a summary of what I've experienced. Because there's the insomnia, the bedwetting, the vivid dreams, the rage, random erections, I know, diarrhea, that lasted for a week or so, stomach cramps, intense headaches, the sense of being alone and lost, depression, not intense depression where I feel like I'm suicidal. It's not for me. It's not been like that. It's just been a sense that I can't find anyone to talk to relate to, and that's important. You have to try someone, anyone. Just try someone. Tell them how you feel, because we all know about mental health, and it does fuck people up, and it's so easy just to look over. So do try and talk to someone. It doesn't matter who it is, anyone. Tell them how you feel. Tell them you feel so low, you're so depressed, you just want a hug, you just want someone to listen to. I'll hug you, I'll meet you, I'll give you a hug, because that's all I wanted at times. Not the answer. I just wanted someone to go, come here mate, it's all right. I was watching cartoons with my little girl, and I wanted to cry at a happy part. I've never done that before, and she was going, what's up, Papa? So it's okay darling, it's okay, it's happy, it's an happy moment. I'm like, what's going off? It's like emotions all over the place. So yeah, I did look online, and it said that they can last up to a month or even up to a year, depending how long it takes your brain to repair yourself. Now, I'm missing one important point here, is this. I'm so fortunate enough to live next to a beautiful park. So I try and get out as much as I can on my own, just stop, hug a tree, touch a tree. I just did that a minute ago, and it was a pine tree, and I thought, oh, that'll smell nice. And then I realised I got my fingers sticky, so what did I do? I put them in snow. What happens when you put wax in cold? It gets really hard, so I've got like candle fingers. Anyway, that's not, I'm going off the track there. See, hyperactivity. I'd like a spliff when I get to the top, for sure. It'd be a beautiful moment, but I don't have that craving now after 4 weeks. So this is what you've got to aim for, day by day. Don't look for the week, for the 2 weeks, for the 3 weeks, for the month. Day by day, just get through without killing anyone, without calling your best mate a cunt. Shouldn't say that word, but it's my favourite word. It's my favourite swear word. I get told off all the time. I love it. But yeah, get out. I tell you that for me, I didn't really mention it, but one of the main sort of factors, the main points of inspiration is my 3-year-old. I don't want to be some fat old dad wheezing, She's already mental at 3. Throw me around, do this, chase me all day long. And I'm knackered. Just want to lie down and have a beer. I can't be that wheezy dad. I don't know where I've gone now. I think I'm going off. Sorry, fuck it. So that was another piece of motivation for me. And Uncle Percy. Thought I'd be tired. I'm not tired. I've been walking 11 kilometers now. I'm not tired. This is what I'm saying. Do it. You know? Just try it. If you don't like it, you start smoking again. You know? But what if you do? What if it's like the best thing for you? It's hard. It's hard. I know. Oh, it really is. And I'm in a high moment I'm in a high moment now. But I know at some point later, around about 4:30, that's my low point at the minute. I'll not want to talk. Just get my head down and crack on with stuff. But those periods of where you feel isolated get shorter and shorter. That's when you know you're winning. Winning. Spider fingers. And that's it, I reckon. So it's not a laugh. If you're living with someone, maybe you're doing it together or you're doing it on your own, you know, they need to be prepared. They need to understand and support you. If they don't, you know, you probably end up starting up again. But they need to understand that you're going through some shit. I don't think it's taken that serious because skunk is strong and it plays with your head. It's nice as well. But when it's time to stop, this big void, big happy void, well, a void of sadness, confusion, and why. But yet, I'm serious. If this is you, if you're going through this shit, contact me, you know, because I'll understand. I'll know what you're going through. I'll know that it's shit. And like I said, if you want a hug, let's hug. You know, we'll go for a herbal tea. This is what I mean. Okay, well, I'm going to stop, and then when I get to the top, I'll show you what it's like being high, a natural high. It's cool to be naturally high. And you remember it. Most of the shit I don't remember now. You know, I always have to ask mates. Okay, so did it. Natural high. Feels nice. Well, I think that's it for now. But I reckon there'll be some other bits and bobs going off. But the main point is, that's what you got to look out. You've got to look forward to. And whoever you live with, tell them things might get a bit tricky, and not to take it personally, because you're detoxing, you're withdrawing. You know, sweet Mary Jane is not so sweet when you don't smoke it. Okay, so if you want, you get in touch with me. We can chat, no problem. If you don't, no worries. But good luck. If you're going to try and stop, good on you. Get your bag, get Uncle Percy, and just go out wherever you can. Don't matter if it's in the streets. It depends where you are actually with lockdowns. Do press ups, sit ups, whatever, yoga. If you can't get out, do some exercise. Get that blood going. Get some herbal tea in. Don't start drinking. Don't swap one for another. Well, I'm talking to myself here. I'm looking at myself. This is what I'm telling me, not you. You do what you want. But this is what I'm doing. And I'm winning. I seem to be winning. I'm doing well. All right. Peace.